Completion was forced.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Prescott. And he fends him off. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Kind of picked themselves up from that one.
Micah Parsons coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
0-0 our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Now back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
They did give up a 1st down catch on the previous play, and you can't take that back. But forcing an incompletion there takes a little bit of the sting off of the previous play.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys.
And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try to take the field goal out of it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Prescott to throw it.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Prescott to the sideline on 4th down. Jonathan Garibay is out there for the Dallas field goal. From the right hash, it's a 30.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Well, they don't have any points on the scoreboard. Went for the fake. Maybe they feel like that'll jumpstart them a little bit.
You kind of get the sense that they feel like they could come back to the field goal again if they don't create something out of this. But they pick up the first down. Maybe they can get 6. At worst case, they line up for another field goal and kick it the next time and get the 3 that they just turned down there for good reason. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Prescott now sliding out of the pocket, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2nd down and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Man open left side is Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts
flushed out right.
Hurts fumbles it.
It's picked up by the Cowboys.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Prescott now after the fumble recovery, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always.